Hello, Cobra Nation. My name is Jesus Rivera, your reporter for the Cobra News, and today I'm here with Mr. Fitzpatrick, a 1984 Fort Pierce Central alumni. So tell me, what is your most fond memory from Fort Pierce Central?
Just the culture of the school in and of itself. It was family. I mean, right from the administrators down to the coaches, and of course I was an athlete at the time, so look, it was just a cohesiveness that kept everyone moving forward, everyone motivated, everyone inspired. You know, they left no one out, man.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And what do you see as a constant in the culture of Fort Pierce Central from your time to now?
Legacy, loyalty, connective cohesiveness that, just continues to produce Cobra pride.
That's amazing. And what do you see, how do you feel seeing your former classmates?
Wow, this is a trip down memory lane, to be honest with you. And you get a flood of memories and what about what was, and then you begin to explore where we all have taken our lives, and it could be a little emotional.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Fitzpatrick, for the opportunity to interview you, and congratulations. I'm here with 1984 Fort Pierce Central alumni, Mr. McGuire. So, Mr. McGuire, what is your fondest memory from Fort Pierce Central?
The friends that I made from playing football and being in a organization called Interact, which is the equivalent of your all's Key Club that y'all have here, but it was done by Rotary back then.
That's great. And what do you find is a constant in the culture of Fort Pierce Central from your time to now?
Friendship. My son was a Salute Victorian of 2017 at Fort Pierce Central, and again, you just make good friends. He did the same thing. Great friends from here, just like I got.
That's great. And how did Fort Pierce Central help you in your life later on?
It would be I played football and ran track, and I call myself one of Coach Rice's kids because he was my football coach for my junior and senior year, and Coach Talbert was also very influential in me. It taught me no matter what the adversity is, you can overcome it. I was a non-traditional college student. I had to go into the military because I didn't do good my first time. Graduated from UCF, got my master's degree at Berry, and I'm a CPA right here in St. Lucie County.
That's great. Well, thank you for your service, and congratulations, and thank you for the opportunity to interview you.
Great, thanks. I'm
here with Ms. Johnson Scott, former chemistry teacher, assistant principal, and principal of Fort Pierce Central. So what is your fondest memory of Fort Pierce Central?
My fondest memory is really a letter that I received from a college. One of my chemistry students was enrolled there, and of course she was taking chemistry at the college, and she had done so well. The college wrote me a letter asking me to send other students like her to their school, and that has stuck with me because it means that I was doing something right, the school was doing something right, and we had provided the environment that this young lady needed in order to be successful. Of course, along with what her family was doing for her also.
That's amazing. And what have you seen to be a constant in the culture of Fort Pierce Central from your time to now?
From my time to now, I think what I have seen as a thread through the Cobra High School is that it is a family, the Cobra family, and you have so many people who are here long term. I know there are new teachers every year, but you also have that group that has been here a long, long time and continue to train the newer teachers who are coming in and to continue with that I care attitude. And I think that's one of the things that has lasted here at Fort Pierce Central and keeps it going.
So how has working at Fort Pierce Central affected your life from 1984 till now?
Wow. Well, first of all, I have 3 daughters, And it was easy to raise them working here at Central. I came to Central in '73 as a teacher under Principal Robert Jefferson. And it goes back to that culture with everybody helping everybody and being concerned. I think the biggest impact that it has had on my life is to know that I have done something right for a student or a family. Just this morning, young men came up to me reminding me of things that I had done for them that were outside of teaching, outside of the classroom, just that caring that you have here at Central. I had forgotten about it, but it was important to them, and that's what it is about Central, and that's what keeps you going. I left Central as principal in 1999. I was here from 93 to 99 as principal, and prior to that, I had served as assistant principal here and at Fort St. Lucie High School. And when I was ready to leave, I thought, okay, it's time to move. It's time for the next level. But when I went into my classroom to clean out all of the chemistry papers and books, I just burst into tears. All of the emotions, all of the good times and the challenges just kind of flooded me. And with that, I knew it was time to go, but I knew that there were heartstrings that were still here that were tugging at my heart. So every opportunity that I get, I come back to Central for something. I've had 2 daughters to graduate from Central. I've had a grandson to graduate from Central and 2 nieces to graduate from Central. So it's there. I don't know what would be the biggest impact or the easiest thing, but just a combination of all of those things that I have grown from here at Central.
Well, thank you, Ms. Johnson-Scott, for the opportunity to interview you. I am here with Mr. Richardson, 1984 alumni from Fort Pierce Central and former class president. So what is your fondest memory of Fort Pierce Central?
My fondest memory is being able to have been the class president. Each year at Fort Pierce Central High School, I looked forward to graduation because I wanted to make sure I deliver the graduation speech at the Fort Pierce Civic Center. So that was the most exciting moment for me as my senior year. But not only that, we did so many fun activities during school time. So I participated in several clubs and organizations. So I was all around the campus. I was senior superlative, class president. I marched in the band, student government, so yearbook staff. So it was just a whole lot of things that I was involved in on the campus, and brought back a whole lot of memories. And I wanted to make sure that we brought that back on today, and just so that we have a good time for our 40th reunion.
And how has Fort Pierce Central affected your life from 1984 till now?
It affected my life because I was able to, after graduating, I was able to further my education to Bethune-Cookman College in Daytona Beach, Florida, which is now Bethune-Cookman University. So with the teachers at that time at Fort Pierce Central High School, they prepared us, the guidance counselors, the administrators prepared us for the future and where we were going. I majored in business administration / business education while in college, but I prepared myself at Fort Pierce Central High School for that career. So I took all the business classes at Fort Pierce Central High School. I was in the business education club. I was also on the accounting department, all of those different things to prepare me for the future for my college success.
And what has you seen to be a constant in the culture of Fort Pierce Central since 1984 till now?
The close-knit of classmates. That's because everyone knew each other at that time. Because at that time when we attended Fort Pierce Central, if you lived on the east side of 25th Street, you knew that you were attending Fort Pierce Central High School. And if you lived on the west side of 25th Street, you attended Fort Pierce Westwood High School. So the closeness was always there because we went to elementary, middle, and high school together. And so all of us remained friends through the years. And so it lets us know how St. Lucie County has grown, because when we were in sixth grade, the entire county, St. Lucie County, all went to St. Lucie Elementary for sixth grade. And for seventh grade, all the seventh graders in this county all went to Dan McCarty. And also to Lincoln Park, that was only for eighth grade. So that lets us know now how the system have definitely grown, because there's no way now that students can go to one school. And at that time, we didn't have a lot of middle schools. We only had one middle school, St. Lucie Elementary for sixth, seventh grade at Dan McCarty, eighth grade was Lincoln Park. And then we split and went to either Fort Pierce Central or Westwood, but we all stayed close to each other until this day.
Well, thank you, Mr. Richardson, for the opportunity to interview you.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations.
You're very welcome.
Again,
thank you.
This is Jesus Rivera from the Cobra News, and until next time, Cobra Nation.
And they stay there.